I'm Andy Edmondson and this is my channel. If you're here, then you want to do the same as me and you want to reduce, reuse and recycle. That helps us live a more sustainable lifestyle. Now, the video that I've got for you today is on the top 5 brands that I think have a sustainable impact. The way that we can shop whilst also living more sustainably. Now, I'm going to caveat everything that I'm just going to say going on from here because, and in the words of Patagonia, the best way to be sustainable with fashion is to not buy at all unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to make a video on what you can buy, but what you should really be doing is not buying anything. Basically, the theory is that if you don't need to buy something, then don't buy it. And if you need to buy it, think about it twice before you buy it. Can you reuse something that you already have? Can you upcycle something that you already have? And if not, can you buy secondhand gear? But with that in mind, I am going to give you my top 5 brands that I like to use that are sustainable or are making a big impact in sustainability in their production. So the word sustainability can cover a lot of ground here. When you think of sustainability, you might think of eco-friendly and environmentally conscious, which might mean recycled materials or organic cotton. But there's so many more ways that sustainability can manifest itself in the fashion industry. There are fair wages for its workers. There is the energy that goes into it, solar powering your production, the water that goes into the garments that are produced. There's plastics, recycling plastics from the ocean, from landfill to make new threads. There's a myriad of different ways that you can cover sustainability within fashion, and the best brands try to do a bit of it all. So let's get down to it. The first one that I've got for you is a brand called Picture Organic. Picture Organics is dedicated to creating an entirely sustainable brand. From recyclability, second life and minimally impactful pieces, Picture Organic quite literally thinks about everything from the ground up. With organic, recycled and biosourced materials, you can be sure that the clothing that you're buying from them has got sustainability in mind. The second brand on here is something that I'm actually wearing right now. It's Patagonia, and the owner of Patagonia started this company in the 1970s, Yvon Chouinard, as a climbing gear equipment brand. It's gone so far since then that it now has sustainability at its very core in everything that it creates. From using organic cotton farms, rubber wetsuits instead of neoprene, recycled polyester in its fleeces, and taking old garments and turn them into new ones, the company really has an ethos of keeping the impact that we have on the planet through clothing as low as possible. They even go as far as an advertising slogan in Black Friday a few years ago to say, "Don't buy this jacket. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you can buy it secondhand, buy it. If you can recycle it, recycle it. If you can reuse it, reuse it." That is what Patagonia is all about, and it is one of the top brands that I like to think of as a sustainable fashion brand. Okay, we're halfway through this video and you are still here, which means you are wanting to watch what I am creating. So hit that subscribe button, give us a like, because that means that I can come back to you with more content time and time again, and you will get notified when I do. Now, another brand on this list is one called prAna. prAna has been a long time player in the industry as a sustainable outdoor clothing brand that consistently delivers on all fronts: fashion, function and farm to factory production. This means that a safe and respectful method is used from the fields where hemp and cotton are grown to the well-being of the people assembling their clothing. The prAna Renewal Workshop also targets another area of unsustainability in the apparel industry: discarded clothing due to quality control. So many garments get thrown away every single year from different brands because obviously they are made by humans sewing on machines, and therefore mistakes can happen. If there is any loss in quality, then that garment cannot be sold. It cannot even be sold to third parties. Therefore it goes to landfill. But what prAna are doing are they're taking those garments that would have gone to landfill and they're upcycling them into something else that can be sold to the market. That means that that thread, that garment hasn't been wasted. It's not going to sit in landfill where it probably won't degrade because it's made from polyester or some sort of synthetic plastic material. Next up, I have got alternative apparel. For over 20 years, alternative apparel have believed in keeping clothes soft and sustainable. Their mission is to create that retro look and vintage feel, complemented with a commitment to the environment and ethical labour practices. Alternative apparel are dedicated to the feel of your clothing that's made from sustainable materials. They want it to look vintage and feel comfortable. That's the ethos that alternative apparel have, and it's a good one because it means the clothing that you buy from them is not going to go in or out of style. Now, a brand that I want to talk about isn't actually a brand, it's more of a collaboration. One of them is a giant and the other is a plastics removing from the oceans type company that have come together to create clothing, footwear, apparel out of plastic from the ocean. It's Adidas and Parley. Now, Parley for the Oceans are dedicated to removing plastic from the ocean, but in the meantime, whilst they're doing that, you can actually use that trash, that plastic, to create new synthetic materials, new threads, which is why Adidas have joined with them so that you can buy swimwear, sportswear, footwear that has Adidas Parley integrated as a brand almost, and that is taking trash from the ocean and making new materials out of it. We've created more plastic on the world in the last 10 years than we did the last century. That is mind-blowingly sad. But if we can take that plastic and turn it into something new that is attractive to wear and people want to buy and that is not harmful to the environment, then that is a win. And we need to do more of that. So there you have it. Those are the top sustainable brands in my personal opinion. I'll drop a link down below to all of the ones that I've been talking about. And if you like this video, then give us a subscribe, hit that like button and write a comment so that we know what it is that you want to see next time. We'll see you in the next video.